hello everyone, and welcome to the. Oh, okay. Okay. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday Night Show. It is an honor to have you all here. How was everyone's week? I hope you all had a good week. And we're gonna start. I'm gonna start off reading Gary's poem. And before I begin, Happy Armed Force Day to all the men and women who served in the army, who served in the armed forces. Okay. And I give you all my honor and respect. Thank you, and thank you for serving for this country. Okay. Now, mhm. And there's a lot of holidays today. But the only ones I can remember is the Armed Forces Day. Okay. Money Has Spoiled by Gary A. Snyder. Money has spoiled everything but poetry. We all need truth. The value of our words is worth more than our money. We can't let our freedom of speech and personal feelings be destroyed and distorted by the influence of profit. The truth must be told about our past in order to use these truths to help guide the future of mankind on this earth. The end. And that was Money Has Spoiled by Gary A. Snyder. Okay. And there's one I'm going to put, one of the songs that he sung, and I'm going to play with $100 Funeral. And bear with me, you all. I know my hair's put back, but it's hot out today, and it's cooler when you put my hair back. So excuse me for that. Okay, $100 Funeral Song, sung by Gary A. Snyder.
All right, here we go. I thought I'd play a little short song here for you, if that'd be all right.
That'd be perfect.
Okay, this is called $100 Funeral. And it's recorded by Porter Wagner and written by Vic McAlpin, which I don't know Vic.
No, but I remember Porter Wagner.
Yes, very well. Okay, I'm going to try to do it here. I'm going to have Noreen hold this telephone. There you go. That goes on paper and stay down there. With one nickel in his pocket and a pack of cigarettes, there were no tears of sorrow, no tears of regret. In a plain wooden casket, the county laid him away, but just $100 funeral with no loved ones to pray. There must be a mother who loved him somewhere. Perhaps she had gone home and was waiting up there, where there's no disappointments, and around God's great throne, no $100 funerals, unloved and unknown. No pretty marble headstone, no one friend came. He was lowered by four strangers that didn't know his name. A loser on this earth, a debt so many must pay. Just $100 funeral with no loved ones to pray. No pretty marble headstone, no one friend came. He was lowered by four strangers that didn't know his name. A loser on this earth, a debt so many must pay. Just $100 funeral with no loved ones to pray. And so
That was perfect.
Okay. Hello,
Awesome.
Andy.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
That was great.
Okay. Here. Okay. He said that was great.
Uh-oh. Guitar got mad and jumped down on the ground.
That happened.
Yeah, I know it. I had to choose between that and then I have one on called The Man in the Moon. It was by James Whitcomb Riley. I don't know if we have time for that or not, do we?
Okay. And that was Gary A. Snyder singing $100 a funeral. Hello, Dickie, and welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday Night Show. It is an honor to have you here. Thank you. Okay. I hope you had a good week. Okay. Now I'm going to do my best to read, but I have been having problems reading, seeing. So I apologize. I'm going to try finish reading Romeo and Juliet today. I'm going to do my best. So I'll do my very best to try to read, finish reading it. Okay. Okay. I am reading from the complete works of William Shakespeare. Okay. And I'm reading Romeo and Juliet, Act 5, Scene 1. And I'm hoping I can finish it today. I don't know. I'm going to read what I can. My eyes have been giving me problems, so I apologize. Okay. Okay. Act 5, Scene 1. This is the last act of Romeo and Juliet. Act 5, Scene 1. Montana, a street, enters Romeo. I think I will need my my magnifying glass. Okay. Let me see if I can. Romeo, if I may trust the flattering truth of sleep, my dreams presage some joyful news at hand. My bosom's Lord sits lightly in his throne, and all this day an unaccustomed spirit lifts me above the ground with cheerful thoughts. I dreamt my lady came and found me dead. Strange dream that gives a dead man leave to think. Okay. And breathe such life with kisses in my lips that I revived and was an emperor. Ah, me, how sweet is love itself possessed, when but love's shadows are so rich in joy. Enter Balthazar booted. News from Verona. How now, Balthazar? Balthazar, dost thou not bring me letters from the friar? How doth my lady? Is my father well? How fares my Juliet, that I ask again? For nothing can be ill if she is be well. Balthazar, then she is well, and nothing can be ill. Her body sleeps in Capo's monument, and her immortal part with angels live. I saw her laid low in her kindred's vault, and presently took post to tell it you. Oh, pardon me for bringing these all news, ill news, since you did leave it for my officer, Romeo. Is it even so? Then I defy you, stars. Thou knowest my lodging. Get me ink and paper, and hire post horses. I will hence tonight. Okay. I do, okay, Balthazar. I do beseech you, sir, have patience. Your looks are pale and wild, and do import some misadventure. Romeo, tush, thou art deceived. Leave me, and do the thing I bid thee do. Hast thou no letters to me from the friar? Balthazar, no, my good lord. Romeo, no matter, get thee gone, and hire those horses. I'll be with thee straight. Exit Balthazar. Will Juliet, I will lie with thee tonight. Let's see for means. O mischief, thou art swift to enter in the thoughts of desperate men. I do remember an apothecary, and hereabouts he dwells, which late I noted, in ladders of weeds and tattered weeds, with overwhelming brows, coaling of simples, meager were his looks. Sharp misery had worn him to the bones, and in his needy shop a tortoise hung, an alligator stuffed, and other skins of ill-shaped fishes, and about his shelves a beggarly count of empty boxes, green earthen pots, bladders, and musty seeds, remnants of packed thread, and old cakes of roses were thinly scattered to make up a show. Noting this penury, to myself I said, and if a man did need a poison now, whose cell is present death in Nantua, here lives a caitiff, wretch would sell it him. Oh, this same thought did but forerun my need, and this same needy man must sell it me, as I remember. This should be the house, being holiday, the beggar's shop is shut. What? Ho, apothecary, enter apothecary. Apothecary, who calls so loud? Romeo, come hither, man. I see that thou art poor. Hold, there is 40 ducats. Let me have a dram of poison, such soon speeding gear, as well disperse itself through all the veins, that the life-weary taker may fall dead, and that the trunk may be discharged of breath as stupid, as violently as okay, as violently as hasty powder fired. Doth hurry from the fatal Kenyon's womb. Apothecary. Such mortal drugs I have, but Mantua's law is death to any he that utters them. Romeo, art thou so bare and full of wretchedness, and fearest to die? Famine is in thy cheeks, need and oppression starveth in thine eyes, contempt and beggary hangs upon thy back. The world is not thy friend, nor the world's law. The world affords no law to make thee rich. Then be not poor, but break it and take this. Apothecary. My poverty, but not my will, consents. Romeo, I pay thy poverty, and not thy will. Apothecary. Put this in any liquid thing you will, and drink it off. And if you had the strength of 20 men, it would dispatch you straight. Romeo, there is thy gold, worst poison to men's souls, doing more murders in this loathsome world. Then, then these poor compounds that thou mayest not sell. I sell thee poison, but thou hast sold me none. Farewell, buy food, and get thyself in pledge. Come, cordial, and not poison, go with me to Julia's grave, for there must I use thee. Exit. That was the end of scene 1. Now scene 2. Okay. And when you come up, when you come, Gina Storm and Doreen Runner, if y'all want to come up here, you can. Both of y'all welcome anytime to co-host with me. Whenever y'all get ready. If y'all heard this, okay. Scene 2. Friar Lawrence's cell. Enter Friar John. Friar John. Holy Franciscan Friar, Brother Ho. Enter Friar Lawrence. Friar Lawrence. This name should be the voice of Friar John. Welcome from Mantua. What says Romeo? Or if his mind be writ, give me his letter. I'm Friar John, going to find a barefoot brother out, one of our order to associate me here in this city, visiting the sick and finding him. The searchers of the town, suspecting that we both were in a house where the infectious pestilence did reign, sealed up the doors and would not let us forth, so that my speed to Mantua there was stayed. Friar Lawrence, who bear my letter then to Romeo? Friar John, I could not send it. Here it is again. Nor get a messenger to bring it thee. So fearful were they of infection. Friar Lawrence, on the happy fortune by my brotherhood. The letter was not nice, but full of shards of dear import, and the neglecting it may do much danger. Friar John, so go hence. Get me an iron crow, and bring it straight onto my cell. Friar John, brother, I'll go and bring it to thee. Exit. Friar Lawrence, now must I to the monument alone. Within this 3 hours will fair Juliet wake. She will beshew me much that Romeo hath had no notice of these accidents, but I will write again to Mantua and keep her at my cell till Romeo come. Poor living corse, dressed in a dead man's tomb. Exit. End of scene 2. Now scene 3. Okay. Scene 3. A churchyard. In it a tomb belonging to the Capulets. Enter Paris and his page bearing bearing flower bearing flowers and a torch. Paris, give me thy torch, boy. Hence, and stand aloof. Yet put it out, for I would not be seen. Under yond yew trees lay there be all along, holding thine ear close to the hollow ground, so shall no foot upon the churchyard trade. Being loose uniform with digging up of groves, but thou shalt hear it whistle then to me as signal that thou he hear at something approach. Give me these flowers. Do as I said, as I did thee. So, page aside. I am almost afraid to stand alone here in the churchyard, yet I will adventure. Retires. Okay. Hello, Gina. Gina said hello, Noreen. Um, um, hello, Gina, and welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday night show. It is an honor to have you here. Thank you. Thank you very much. And if you want to, you can come on here too, Gina, if you want, whenever you get ready. Okay. How is your second mom doing? Okay. Okay. Paris. Sweet flower with flowers on thy bridal bed I strew. Oh, woe, thy canopy is dust and stones, which with sweet water nightly I will do. Or, wanting that with tears distilled by moans, the obsequies that I for thee will keep, nightly shall be to strew thy grave and weep. The page whistles. The boy gives warning, something doth approach. What cursed foot wanders this way tonight to cross my obsequies and true love's right? what with a torch? Muffle me, night a while, re- retires. Okay. Um, Enter Romeo and Balthazar with a torch, Nagtok, and etc. And see. Romeo, give me that mattock and the wrenching iron. Hold, take this letter early in the morning. See thou deliver it to my Lord and Father. Give me the light upon my life. I charge thee, whatever thou hearest or seest, stand all aloof, and do not interrupt me in my course. Why I descend into this bed of death is partly to behold my lady's face, but chiefly to take it thence from her dead finger a precious ring, a ring that I must use in dear employment. Therefore hence be gone. But if thou jealous dost return to pride, and what I further shall intend to do, by heaven, I will fear thee joint by joint, and strew this hungry churchyard with thy limbs. The time and my intents are savage wild, more fierce and more inexorable far than empty tigers or the roaring sea. Balthazar, I will be gone, sir, and not trouble you. Romeo, so shalt thou show me friendship. Take thou that. Live and be prosperous, and farewell, good fellow. Balthazar, aside, for all this same I'll hide me hereabouts. His looks I fear, and his intents I doubt. Retires. Romeo, thou detestable thou womb of death, gorged with the dearest morsel of the earth, thus I enforce thy rotten jaws to open, and in despite I'll cram thee with more food. Opens the tomb. Um, Paris. This is that banished haughty Montague that murdered my love's cousin, with which grief it is supposed the fair creature died. And here is, and here is come to do some villainous shame to the dead bodies. I will apprehend him. Comes forward. Stop thy unhallowed toe, vile Montague. Can vengeance be pursued further than death? Condemn, villain, I do apprehend thee. Obey, and go with me, for thou must die. Romeo, I must, indeed, and therefore came, came hither. Good gentle youth, tempt not a desperate man. Fly hence and leave me. Think upon these gone. Let them affright thee. I beseech thee, youth, put not another sin upon my head by urging me to fury. Oh, be gone. By heaven, I love thee better than myself. For I come hither armed against myself. Stay not, be gone. Live, and hereafter say, A madman's mercy, baby, run away. Um, that's Paris. I do defy thy conjurations, and apprehend thee for a felon here. Romeo. Wilt thou provoke me? Thee have at thee, boy. They fight. Oh, that was not Paris, Page. Okay, Page. Oh Lord, they fight. I will go call by the watch. Oh, that okay. Wait, I would write Paris. Okay, Page. Oh Lord, they fight. I will go call the watch. Exit. Paris. Oh, I am slain. Falls. If thou be merciful, open the tomb. Lay me with Juliet. Dies. Romeo. In faith I will. Let me pertee his face. Mercutio's kinsman, noble country county Paris. What said my man when my betrothed soul did not attend him as we rode? I think he told me Paris should have married Juliet. Said he not so? Or did I dream it so? Or am I mad hearing him talk of Juliet to think it was so? Oh, give me thy hand, one writ with me in sour misfortune's book. I'll bury thee in a triumphant grave. A grave? Oh no, a lantern, slaughtered youth. For here lies Juliet, and her beauty makes his ball a feasting presence full of light. Death, lie thou there, by a dead man interred. Land Paris in the tomb. How oft when men are at the point of death, have they been merry, which their keepers call a lightning before death? Oh, how may I call this a lightning? Oh, my love, my wife, death, that hath sucked thee the honey of thy breath, hath had no power yet upon thy beauty. Thou art not conquered. Beauty's in sign, yet is crimson in thy lips and in thy cheeks, and death's pale flag is not a dance there. Tybalt, liest thou there, and excuse me, you all. Okay. Have had no power yet upon thy beauty. Thou art not conquered. Beauty's in sign yet is crimson in thy lips and in thy cheeks, and death's pale flag does not advance there. Tybalt, liest thou there in thy bloody cheek? Oh, what more favor can I do to thee than with that hand that cut thy youth in twain, to sunder his that was thine enemy? Forgive me, cousin. Ah, dear Juliet, why art thou yet so fair? Shall I believe that unsubstantial death is amorous, and that the vain abhorred monster keeps thee here in dark to be his paramour? For fear that I still will stay with thee, and never from this palace of dim night depart again. Here will I remain, with worms that are thy chambermaids. Oh, here will I set up my everlasting rest. and shake the yoke upon inauspicious stars. From this world-wearied flesh, eyes, look your bit last. Arms, take your last embrace, and lips, O you, the doors of breath, sealed with a righteous kiss, a dateless bargain to engrossing death. Come, bitter conduct, come, unsavory guide, thou desperate pilot, now at once run on the dashing rocks, thy seasick, weary bark. Here's to my love, drinks, O true apothecary, thy drugs are quick, thus with a kiss I die. He dies. Enter at the other end of the churchyard Friar Lawrence with a lantern, crow, and spatula. Friar Lawrence. St. Francis be my speed. How oft tonight have my old feet stumbled at graves. Who's there? Balthazar. Here's one, a friend, and one that knows you well. Friar Lawrence. Blessed be upon you. Tell me, good my friend, what torch is yon that vainly lends his light to grubs and eyeless skulls, as I discern it burneth in the Capel's monument. Balthazar. It does so, holy sir, and there's my master, one that you love. Friar Lawrence. Who is it? Balthazar. Romeo. Friar Lawrence. How long hath he been there? Balthazar. Full half an hour. Friar Lawrence. Go with me to the vault. Balthazar. I dare not, sir. My master knows not that I am gone hence, and fearfully, and did menace me with death, if I do stay to look on his intents. Friar Lawrence. Stay then, I'll go alone. Fear comes upon me. Oh, much I fear some ill, unlucky thing. Balthazar. As I did sleep under this yew tree here, I dreamt my master in another thought, and that my master slew him. Friar Lawrence. Romeo advances. Alack, alack! What blood is this, which stains the stony entrance of this sepulchre? What mean these masterless and gory swords to be discolored by this place of peace? Enter the tomb. Romeo. Oh, pale, who else? What, Paris too? And sleep in blood? Ah, what an unkind hour is guilty of this unmanageable chance. The lady stirs. Juliet wakes. Juliet. Oh, comfortable friar, where is my lord? I do remember well where I should be, and there I am. Where is my Romeo? Noise within. Friar Lawrence. I hear some noise, lady, come from that nest of death, contagion, and unnatural sleep. A greater power than we can contradict hath thwarted our intents. Come, come away. Thy husband is in thy bosom, there lies dead, and Paris too. Come, I'll dispose of thee among a sisterhood of holy nuns. Stay not to question, for the watch is coming. Come, go, good Juliet. Noise again. I dare no longer stay. Juliet, go, get thee hence, for I will not away. Exit Friar Lawrence. What's here? A cup closed in my true love's hand? Poison I see. Hath then his timeless God, oh, assured pearl, drunk all and left no friendly drop to help me after? I will kiss thy lips. Okay. Okay. Okay, excuse me, y'all. Okay. Okay. Happily some poison yet doth hang on them, to make me die with a restorative kisses him. Thy lips are warm, first watchman within. Lead, boy, which way? Juliet's. Yea, noise? Then I'll be brief. O happy dagger, snatching Romeo's dagger. This is thy sheath. Um, this is thy sheath. Stabs herself. There, rust, and let me die. Falls on Romeo's body and dies. Enter Watts with the page of Paris. Page. This is the place. There where the torch doth burn. First watch. The ground is bloody. Search about the churchyard. Go, some of you, whoever you find attached. Pitiful sight. Here lies the county slain, and Juliet bleeding, warm and newly dead. Who here have lain these 2 days buried? Go tell the prince. Run to the Capulets. Raise up the Montagues. Some other search. We see the ground whereon these woes do lie. For the true ground of all these piteous woes, we cannot without circumstances descry. We enter some of the watch with Balthazar. Second watch. Here's Romeo's man. We found him in the churchyard. First watch. Hold him in safety till the prince come hither. We enter others of the watch with Friar Lawrence. Third watch. Here's a friar that trembles, sighs, and weeps. We took this mattock and thus spade from him, as he was coming from the churchyard side. First watch. At great suspicion, stay the friar too. Enter the prince in attendance. Prince, what misadventure is so early? What that calls our person from our morning's rest? Enter Capulet, Lady Capulet, and others. Capulet, what should it be that they so shriek abroad? Lady Capulet, the people in the street cry, Romeo, some Juliet, and some Paris, and all run with open outcry toward our monument. Prince, what fear is this which startles in our ears? First watch. Sovereign, here lies the county Paris slain, and Romeo dead, and Juliet dead before, warm and new killed. Prince, search, seek, and know how this foul murder comes. First watch. Here's a friar and slaughtered Romeo's man with instruments upon them fit to open these dead men's tombs. Capulet, oh heavens, oh wife, look how out our daughter bleeds. This dagger hath mistaken for. Lo, his house is empty on the back of Montague, and it missheathed in my daughter's bosom. Lady Capulet, oh me, this side of death is as a veil that warms my old age to a sepulture. Enter Montague and others. Prince, come, Montague, for thou art early up, to see thy son, and here more early down. Montague, alas, my liege, my wife is dead tonight. Grief of my son's exile hath stopped her breath. What further woe conspires against mine age? Prince, look, and thou shalt see. Montague, O thou untaught, what manners is in this, to press before thy father to a grave? Prince, seal up the mouth of outrage for a while, till we can clear these ambiguities, and know their spring, their head, their true descent. And then will I be general of your woes, and lead you even to death. Meantime forbear, and let mischance be slave to patience. Bring forth the parties of suspicion. Friar Lawrence, I am the gravest, able to do least, yet most suspected, as the time and place both make against me of this direful murder, and here I stand, both to impeach and purge myself condemned, and myself is cursed. Prince, then say it at once what thou dost know in this. Friar Lawrence, I will be brief, for my short bear of breath is not so long as is a tedious tale. Romeo, there dead, was husband to that Juliet, and she there dead, that Romeo's faithful wife. I married them, and their stolen marriage day was Tybalt's doomsday, whose untimely death banished the new made bridegroom from the city, for whom, and not for Tybalt, Juliet pined. You, to remove that siege of grief from her, betrothed, and would have married her perforce to county Paris. There comes she to me, and will and with wild looks bid me devise some mean to rid her from this second marriage, or in my cell there would be she would kill herself. Then gave I her, so tutored by my art, a sleeping potion, which so took effect as I intended, for it wrought on her the form of death. Meantime I writ to Romeo that he should hither come at this dire night, to help to take her from her borrowed grave, being the time the potion's force should cease. But be which bore my letter, Friar John, was stayed by accident, and yesternight returned my letter back. Then all alone, at the prefix hour of her waking, came I to take her from her kindred's vault, meaning to keep her closely at my cell till I conveniently could send to Romeo. But when I came, some minute ere the time of her waking, here untimely lay the noble Paris and true Romeo dead. She wakes, and I entreated her come forth and bear this work of heaven with patience. But then a noise did scare me from the tomb, and she too, desperate, would not go with me, but, as it seems, did violence on herself. All this I know, and to the marriage her nurse is privy, and if aught for in this miscarried by my fault, let my old life be sacrificed some hour before his time unto the rigor of severest law. Okay, Prince, we still have known thee for a holy man. Where's Romeo's man? What can he say in this? Balthazar, I brought my master news of Julia's death, and then, in post, he came from Mantua to this same place, to this same monument, This letter he early bid me give his father, and threatened me with death, going in the vault, if I departed not and left him there. Prince, give me the letter. I will look on it. Okay. Where is the county's page that raised the watch? Sirrah, what made your master in this place? Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Um, we have a comment. Yeah. Hello, Gloria. And she said, "Have a good day, ma'am, Noreen." Oh, thank you very much, Gloria. And you have a good day. Have a good day too. And welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday Night Show. It is an honor to have you here. Thank you. Okay. Um. Page. He came with flowers in to strew his body's to lady's grave, and bid me stand aloof. And so, okay, excuse me, you all. Okay. Um, and Page. He came with flowers to strew his lady's grave, and bid me stand aloof. And so I did. Anon comes one with right to open the tomb, and by my master drew on him, and then I ran away to call the watch. Prince, this letter doth make good the friar's words. Um, their course of love, the tidings of her death. And here he writes that he did by a poison of a poor apothecary, and therewithal came to this bought to die and lie with Juliet. Where be these enemies? Capulet, Montague. See what a scourge is laid upon your hate, that heaven finds means to kill your joys with love, and I for winking at your discourse too have lost a brace of kinsmen. All are punished. Capulet, O brother Montague, give me thy hand. This is my daughter's jointure, for no more can I demand. Montague, but I can give thee more, for I will raise her statue in pure gold, that while Verona by thy name is known, there shall no figure at such rate be set as that of true and faithful Juliet. Capulet, as rich shall Romeo's by his lady's life, poor sacrifices of our enmity. Prince, a glooming peace this morning, with it brings the sun for sorrow will not show his head. Oh, go hence to have more talk of these sad things. Some shall be pardoned, and some punished, for never was a story of more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo. The end. And that was the end of Romeo and Juliet. And next week, I'll read the next uh, Shakespeare play is titled King Richard II. Okay. And thank you all. Okay. Um, okay. Now I'm going to be reading from the Browning's Letters and Poetry, and it edited and selected by Christopher Ricks. And the okay. This okay. 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 Uh-oh. Mm, okay. I'll be reading one poem of Elizabeth Barrett Browning and one poem of Robert Browning. Okay. An Island by Elizabeth Barrett Browning. My my dream is of an island place with distant seas, cheap, lonely, a little island on whose face the stars are watchers only. Those bright, still stars, they need not seem brighter or stiller in my dreams. An island full of hills and dells, all rumpled and uneven, with green recesses, sudden swells, and odorous valleys driven so deep and straight that always there the wind is cradled to soft air. Hills running up to heaven for light, through woods that halfway ran, as if the wild earth mimicked right, the wilder heart of man. Only it shall be greener, far and gladder than hearts ever are. More like, perhaps, that mountain peace of Dante's paradise, disrupt to 100 hills like these, in falling from the skies, bringing within it all the roots of heavenly trees and flowers and fruits. For, saving where the great rocks strike their javelins up the azure, or where deep fissures, miser-like, poured up some fountain treasure, and even in them stoop down and hear leaf sounds with water in your ear. The place is all awake with trees, limes, myrtles, purple beaded, acacias, having drunk the leaves of the night dew, faint-headed, and wan gray olive woods would seem the fittest foliage for a dream. Trees, trees on all sides, they combine their gloomy shades to throw, through whose clear fruit and blossom fine, whenever the sun they go, the ground beneath he deeply stings, as passing through cathedral panes. But little needs this earth of ours that's shining from above her, when many Pleiades of flowers, not one lost star her over, the rays of their unnumbered hues, being all refracted by the dews. Wide-petaled plants that boldly drink the umbrella of the sky, shut dells that dull with rapture wink, and loathing buds half shy. I cannot count them, but between is room for grass and mosses green, and brooks that glass in different strengths, all colors in disorder, or gathering up there, silver lengths, beside their winding border, sleep haunted through the slumber hidden by lilies white as dreams in Eden. Nor think each arch tree with each too closely interlaces to admit of vistas out of reach, and broad moonlighted places upon whose sward the antlered deer may view their double image clear. For all this island's creatures full, kept happy not by halves, mild cows that at the binaries pull, then low back at their calves with tender lowings to approve the warm mouths, milking them for love. Free, gamesome hounds, horses, antelopes, and harmless leaping leopards and buffaloes upon the slopes, and sheep unruled by shepherds, hares, lizards, hedgehogs, badgers, mice, snakes, squirrels, frogs, and butterflies, and birds that live there in a crowd, horned owls, rapt nightingales, larks bold with heaven, and peacocks proud, self-speared in those grand tails, all creatures glad and safe, I deem. No guns, not up springes in my dream. The island's edges are awning, awing, with trees that overbranch the sea with songbirds welcoming the curlews to green change, and doves from half-closed lids espy the red and purple fish go by. One dove is answering in trust the water every minute, thinking so soft a murmur must have her mates cooing in it. So softly doth earth's beauty around infuse itself in ocean sound. My sanguine soul bounds for wonder to meet the bounding waves beside them. Straightway I repair to live within the caves, and near me two or though there three may dwell, whom dreams fantastic please as well. Long winding caverns, glittering far into a crystal distance, through cliffs of which shall many a star shine clear without resistance, and carry down its rays the smell of flowers above invisible. I said that two or three might choose their dwelling near mine own, those who would change man's voice and use for nature's way and tone, man's veering heart and careless eyes for nature's steadfast sympathies. Ourselves by ourselves to meet her faithfulness. She'll play a faithful part. Her beautiful shall never address the monstrous at our heart. Her musical shall ever touch something within us also such. Yet shall she net our mistress lie, as dope the moon of ocean. Though gently as the moon she give our thoughts a light and motion, more like a harp of many lays, moving its master while he plays. No sod in all that island dope, yawn open for the dead. No wind hath become a traitor's no wind hath borne a traitor's oath, no earth a mourner's tread. We cannot say by stream or shade, I suffered here, was here betrayed. Our only farewell we shall laugh to shifting cloud in or hour, and use our only epitaph to some bud turn to flower. Our only tears shall serve to prove excess in pleasure or in love. Our fancy shall their plumage catch from fairest island birds, whose egg-lit young ones out at hatch, born singing. Then our words unconsciously shall take the dyes of those prodigious fantasies. Yea, soon no consonant on smooth out-smile tuned lips shall reach, sound sweet as Helios spake in youth, shall glide into our speech. What music, certes, can you find as soft as voices which are kind? And often by the joy without and in us overcome, we, through our musing, shall let float such poems, sitting dumb, as Pindar might have writ if he had tended sheep in Arcady. O Aeschylus, the pleasant fields he died in, longer knowing, or Homer had had men's sins and shields been lost in mills blowing, or poet Plato had the on them on setting godlike broke on him. Choose me the cave most worthy choice to make a place for prayer, and I will choose a praying voice to pour our spirits there. How silverly the echoes run. Thy will be done, thy will be done. Gently yet strangely uttered words, thy left me from my dreams. The island fadeth with its swords that did no more than seem. The streams are dry, no sun could find. The fruits are fallen without wind. So soft oft the doing of God's will, our foolish wills undoeth. And yet, what idle dream breaks ill? which morning light subdueth, and who would murmur and misdoubt when God's great sunrise finds him out? The end. And that was Elizabeth Barrett Browning's poem, The An Island. Okay. Okay. And in this book, and when they have the asterisks on it, that means they did not put the full. They left out some of the poem. Okay. And for Robert Browning, this poem came from Pauline, and it has asterisk in it. So that means there's there's more verses to this before what they put down. Okay, it's not the full poem. From Pauline by Robert Browning. Night and one single ridge of narrow path between the sullen river and the woods, waiting and muttering, for the moonless night has shaped them into the images of life, like the uprising of the giant ghost, looking on earth to know how their sons fare. Thou art so close by me, the roughest wail of wind in the treetops hides not the pending of thy soft breast. No, we will pass to morning, the rocks and valleys and old woods, how the sun brightens in the mist, and here, half in the air, like creatures of the place, trusting the element, living on high boughs that swing in the wind. Look at the silver spray flung from the foam sheet of the cataract amid the broken rock. Shall we stay here with the wild hawks? No, ere the hot noon come, dive we down safe. See, this our new retreat, walled in with a slope mound of matted shrubs, dark, tangled, old and green, still sloping down to a small pool whose waters lie asleep. Okay. Amid the trailing boughs, turned water plants and tall trees overarch to keep us in, breaking the sunbeams into emerald shafts, and in the dreamy water, one small group of 2 or 3 strange trees are got together, wondering at all around, as strange beasts herd together, far from their own land, all wildness, no turf nor moss, no for boughs and plants pave all, and the tongue of bank goes shoving in the length. Okay. Where the pale-throated snake reclines its head, and old gravestones lie making eddies there. The wild mice cross them dry-shod, deeper in. Shut thy soft eyes. Now look, still deeper in. This is the very heart of the woods all around, mountain-like heat above us. Yet even here, one pond water gleams far off the river, sweeps like a sea, barred out from land. But one thin, clear sheet has overleaped and wound into the silent depth, which game it lies still, as but let by severance the trees bend over it, as wild men watch a sleeping girl, and through their roots, long creeping plants outstretch their twined hair, steep and sparkling farther on. Tall rushes and thick flag knots have combined to narrow it, so at length a silver thread it winds all noiselessly through the deep wood, till through a cleftway, through the moss and stone, it joins its parent river with a shout. Okay. Um, here we got a comment. Okay. Um, Michael Lee Johnson said, Noreen need more notice. Michael Lee Johnson, 615. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try to do better. Michael, I'll make sure I do it. Like let everyone know like Friday. Would that be all right? Okay. And Michael, and welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday night show. It is an honor to have you here. Thank you. Okay. And I'm gonna do my best. Well, maybe okay. Well, I probably won't have time Thursday because I go to the eye doctor Thursday. But so this time I'll try to do it on the Friday, and then next week I'll do it earlier than Friday. I'll do my best. Okay. I apologize for that, Michael. I'll do better. Okay. Okay. Up for the glowing day, leave the old woods. See, they part like a ruined arch. The sky, nothing but sky appears. So close the roots and grass of the hilltop level with the air. Blue sunny air, where a great cloud floats laden with white, like a dead whale that white birds pick, floating away in the sun and some North Sea. Air, air, fresh life blood, thin and searching air. The clear, dear breath of God that loveth us, where small birds reel and winds take their delight. Water is beautiful, but not like air. See, where the solid azure waters lie, made as of thickened air, and down below, the fern ranks like a forest spread themselves, as though each pore could feel the elements. Where the quick, glancing sergeant winds his way, float with me there, Pauline, but not like air. The end. Okay. And the end. And what they put in this book, from Pauline. This was in the middle of the poem because they had asterisks above it and under it at the end of it. Okay, and that was Robert Browning's poem from Pauline. Okay. 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 I didn't get to do much for April, for Poetry Month for April, but for the where'd my notes go? Oh, here it is. But for the poetic form today, I'm going to talk about I want to do something different. How about we and see if anybody can come up with a new poetic form? Because let's do it by let's say end of May. I don't know. I don't know if I can do it, but I'll try my best. I know I said it last week, but I haven't done it yet. I haven't had a chance to try. So I don't know if that'd be too much to ask anybody, because I don't know if I can do it. So if anybody wants to try it, I would love to hear it when y'all do. Okay. And today's word is okay, duumvirate. I found this on wordgenius.com, and it's spelled DUMBIRATE. And the reason I picked this word, I thought that was a very interesting word. It was spelled, like with two U's, and I thought, well, so I checked it out. And it is a noun, and the origin is Latin in the 17th century. And definition is a collusion of two people having joint authority or influence. An example is after the founder brought her husband into the company, the pair operated as an equal duumvirate. Did you know numerous countries have governing duumvirates, also called diarchies? While duumvirate often describes political systems, the term can also be used to describe any situation led by two equals. For example, a company run by a partnership between its CEO and its president is a duumvirate. Okay, and that was it of that. And I found this word on wordgenius.com. It's an awesome site. Go check it out, and you can get a new word in your email box every day of the week. Okay, and okay. Anybody wants to come up? Now we're going to have a potpourri, and that is where you can come on the show and read your poetry, or you can read someone else's poetry, or you can share your events, or your about your books, or you can share your projects, or you can share it where that people can find you at, where they can find your poetry works at. And or you can just talk about anything. You can just chat, and it don't have to be about poetry either. Okay. Anybody wants to come on? Let me okay. I'll put it on in the Facebook chat. the link to come on here with me. Okay. Um. Um. Wow. Okay. There it goes. Okay. Um. Okay. Okay. I put in the chat in my Facebook chat in the chat there where you can either copy it and paste it in your address bar and it'll take you where I'm at, or you can just click on the link and it'll take you where I'm at. Okay, now I'll put in the YouTube channel. Um okay. And I have it on there now. Um and okay. Okay. If anybody wants to come on here, you can come on any when you get ready to, and I'll wait for anybody. Okay. Um, 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 okay, while I'm waiting, I'll give out announcements too. Um, okay, okay, and there's an announcement, and I don't think let me see if uh, uh, okay, let me find it on my page, and Um, 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 I know it's on my page. I'll have to look for it, and because I shared it on here, and um, 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 oh, here it is. J, William S. Peters Sr., aka Bill. Um, was saying, would you like now accepting submissions for December 25th for Year of the Poet book that comes out every month? And first submitted, first featured. Submit to yearofthepoet@gmail.com, YEAROFTHEPOET @gmail.com. 3 poems, picture of the poet, and a bio of 100 words or less. Okay. And this enterprise is wholly underwritten by Inner Child Press International, building bridges of cultural understanding. Okay, and there was another one too. Well, I have to find. Oh, here it is. Now open for submission. Please share. It's been already opened up, and it's closing on June the 1st, 2025. Changing the world, one poem at a time. Submit the following: 1 poem, bio at 50 words or less, and a picture of poet. Submit to Inner Child Press Anthologies @gmail.com. INNERCHILDPRESSANTHOLOGIES @gmail.com. This project is wholly underwritten by Inner Child Press International, building bridges of cultural understanding. And you can find all of this at innerchildpress.com. INNERCHILDPRESS.com. Okay. And that's this right here. I don't know if you all can see this. Changing the world. Okay, I don't know. Okay. Hope you all can see that. Okay. Okay. Um. Okay. Okay. Um. Okay. Okay. And Honey Holly has a show called Poetic Expressions every Sunday and Wednesday at 11 p.m. to midnight at OUTWORLDFLEETRADIO.ONLINE /SHOWS/PLETIC dash hyphen mark XPRESSIOND. Okay. And she also has a Ko-fi shop, KO-fi.com /HUNIIE. Okay, go check her out on Kofi. Okay. And Gina Storm, and Brother O, and Nina Purple has their own show called, they are the co-hosts of Voices Behind the Pen. Every Monday night at 9 p.m. at app.talkshow/poet-radio-station. app.talkshow/poet-radio-station. And Gina Storm has a show every night of the week, and she's a co-host. They have one on Saturdays at in the clubhouse at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. On Saturdays, then on Sundays it starts at 7 o'clock at the clubhouse. Okay. I think in the clubhouse is Gina Storm, Jess J, and Mama Donna, and there was someone else, but I'm not sure. But and they are the co-hosts in the clubhouse. Okay, and go check them out. Okay, and Nyla Alicia, well, you can I just saw her posting something. She just posted not too long ago, but she posted something on her. She shared a poetry prompt a few days ago, so she must be okay. I hope so anyway. But she did responded. So but I'll let y'all know when she starts her show up again. I haven't heard anything, but you can watch her shows all on the past shows on Podbean. Okay. 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 And Great Amadea, or AKA Craig Kirkland, has a show every Sunday night at 5 o'clock, and he has on his YouTube channel is at capital G REAT capital ANADIYAH, and Craig has an awesome channel, Great Amadea, and he has a lot of good, awesome stuff on there. He has his films he produced, and he's a director and actor too, and besides a poet and an author, and you can also okay, and see his him reciting his poetry on there too. Okay, and then then Tom Cartwright, he has a YouTube channel. His YouTube channel is at all small letters TOMCARTWRIGHT, the number 4, number 3, number 7, number 5, and he's from Indiana, in his 70s, so he talks about all kinds of good stuff on there. So go check him out. He's out on YouTube live about almost every night, I think. Okay. 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 Michael Anthony Ingram is a host and founder of King Tessential Poetry YouTube at capital Q, capital P, underscore capital YOU capital TUBE. And the website is QLPORYT.com. And William S. Peters Sr., he's the CEO and the founder of InnerChildPress.com, and is INNERCHILDPRESS.com. And he has his, he even publishes books, and he has anthologies too and everything. So go check it out. Okay. And he also has his own website, IamJustBill.com, all small letters, IamJustBill.com. And that is only his poetry and only his books. So go check it out. It's an awesome site. Okay. And Maxwellette A. Poetess has her own YouTube channel of her. She is the founder of her magazine called The American Magazine, and it's on YouTube at P.L.JANERICANNAGAZINE. Number 3, number 1, number 6, and number 0. And she also has her magazine, has her own website. It's all small letters too now. PL with no dots. PLOTSJANERICAN NAGAZINE.WORDPRESS.com. Okay. Okay. And go check her out. It's an awesome site. Okay. And Elizabeth Esquerra Castillo has her own website, Art Healed by Elizabeth. Okay, it's ARTHELIZABETH.WIXSITE.com. And her YouTube channel is at capital ELIZABETH, capital CASTILLOPOETAUTHOR. Okay. And Holly has her YouTube channel at capital NS, capital HUNIIE. And her YouTube channel title is Honey's Z Expression Z, capital HUNIIE apostrophe Z, and capital XPRESSIONZ. Okay. And now okay. And Renee Cryer, aka Star, has her own webs. This is not a poetry website. It's different things that she sells. The first one she sells, Tastefully Simple, and it's CASTEFULLYSIMPLE.com /REF, the equal sign, RENEECRYER, number 6, number 1, number 1, number 5. And another one she's is okay, HTTPS, them 2 colon marks, // DAYSPRING dot SJB dot IO / number 3 E number 2, and this look like a number 0, I think, and R and the capital B. Then the other one is HTTPS double colon mark / POETRESS the number 5 dot BELLAGRACEGLOBAL.com. So go check her out. Okay. Okay, and I do have an announcement. I'm thinking about let's see. Well, I'm seriously thinking about doing another 2 more channels, but it won't be very long at all. And on YouTube, and for one is going to be the products reviews, and that will include the products I buy and I tried out, even book reviews I read. And the books I already read, well, I'll have to read it later on before I put it on there. But starting now, the books I do read, it's been a while, but I'm gonna get back to reading again. And then I will be putting it all on there, and putting it on and YouTube, and then I have another website. So it's only it won't take very long, so it's not very long at all. And even the reason I'm doing this because, well, I have one product reviews on Facebook as a page, but Facebook is changing now, so they have given me a hard time about my pages. So I thought, well, I already downloaded 3 of them. I have done the products, so I'll be doing putting it on YouTube too. And they take me off of my page over there. Well, I'm not going to worry about it because I don't feel like it. I'm getting older and I don't feel like arguing with them. So if they want to take it out, well, I'll just start one on YouTube. And the third one, I want to give everybody a positive note. So it'll probably be about no longer than 5 minutes for each one. So I will make sure it's simple and do it. It's probably called a positive note. So I'll let y'all know when I do it. It'll probably be this week or next week. I'm not sure yet. Okay. And I will be back on Facebook after the show. After the show, I'm going to have to eat my supper first, and then check the mail and check on my cats and kittens. After I do all that, then I'll be back on Facebook and answer everyone personally. And I just want to thank you all for being here. It don't look like anybody's going to come on. So come on here, and so I'll go ahead and close out. And remember, you're never too young or too old to start to live your dreams. Never too old or too young to start something new or learn something new. You're never too late. So I would say go for it, and don't worry what others think of about it. Shouldn't do it. I believe in you, and you can do it. And you gotta believe in yourself, the main thing. And I want you all to have a good night, evening, a good night, good weekend, and a good week. And happy Armed Forces Day to the ones and to all the ones who have served in the service. I give you all my salute and honor. I give you all respect and honor. So thank you all. And I love you all, and so does God. And you all have a good night. Okay. You have been listening to your host, Noreen Snyder, on the Poetry Club Saturday Night Show. Thank you all.